you headed a panel
Right.
today about the CLOs of the future.
Right.
Where is the future? You guys are almost like fortune tellers in terms of needing to know way ahead what's going on and what people should know.
Right. Well, I wish I could see the future, but I can tell you that there are a lot of changes going on everywhere, from at the business level, at the HR level, and certainly at the learning level. So the future of CLOs is how fast can we learn? How fast can we learn about the changes? How fast can we understand the context that business needs to, have their leaders be successful in? And then create programs that we could reconfigure easily, programs that we could adapt to the changing environment, and ones that, quite honestly, could be less expensive to deliver.
Well, how does technology play a role in all of this?
Right. Technology can play a huge role in this. I mean, just the video equipment that's available today and how easy it is to do videos like this, helps to get learning out. But also the interactive media that's available today, whether you can use WebEx or a telepresence or a Facebook Live or 1,000 other ways for us to get information out real time and be able to interact with each other while that presentation is going on has grown exponentially. And the better we're able to use that, the more people can learn real time and probably closer to where they work.
How are you delivering it to your employees? How are you delivering this information?
So we have just about every way you could think of. So we still create a very premium experience at our Crotonville facilities in New York, where it's a global center. We create experiences for people the way maybe we've done a long time ago, but there's never been a time where reflection and the ability to interact with each other around these tough topics, has ever been more important. So we're going to keep that premium experience, but also the ability to teach skills, the availability of content, that's great content through a variety of vendors that we could bring in and curate easily, quickly, is just, opening up the future for us in terms of delivering things that we don't necessarily have to make up, but we just have to be clear about what our expectations of employees are around that content.
You have to really curate it, like you mentioned, so succinctly, I guess.
Well,
it's
Vanessa,
kind of tough.
where we've moved from is we used to work really hard just to get good content to people. Where are the best resources? Now there are so many resources and so many experts and so many places to go that really the premium experience is when someone could understand that, narrow the choices, and make sure that the most valuable content is available to people quickly and easily.
We talk about this particular conference.
Right.
You guys are all here. You guys are sharing ideas. What did you want to get out of this, and what have you learned so far today?
I learn every time I come, and it's simple things like reminding us that the 5G network is going to be here in 3 years, which will make us 20 to 50 times greater bandwidth. And what does that do for the availability of technology and what it can do for us today versus tomorrow? And other things, reminders about how some of the businesses are approaching learning. And I've heard it many ways this time. Some people said, listen, I don't do classroom anymore. And then I had someone else come in and said, listen, we've created classroom experience because it gets the greatest scores, and our leaders like that. So what it tells me is there's a lot out there, but you really have to customize it to your culture, because culture drives a lot of this, and to make sure it fits the way your learners want to learn.
What is something that you've learned recently?
For me, I'm an eclectic reader. So I have my daily download of newsfeed, right? I have my Flipboard, which I've customized to a variety of sources, from political to social to business to sports. And I also have a variety of books and articles. You come here, I've been recommended 3 more books that I think I'm gonna read through. And also it's my constant habit of, especially in the learning space, just trying to keep up with what's going on there matters a lot. And so I try to put 30 minutes twice a week formally into my calendar to say, what do I need to learn this week? And try to pull that down. So it's hard for me to say that, there's just one thing that I learned, because what you realize in today's environment, that learning is around you all the time. And our ability to assimilate that becomes our competitive advantage. There's a great book by Ari DeGuess called The Living Company, and he talks about companies that he studied, that some of them are thousands of years old, some are modern, but the only competitive sustainable advantage is learning.
Wow, it's breathing it in.
Right,
It's all around.
and you're breathing it in every day. So if I relied on the one piece of learning that I had this week, I'm in big trouble.